Hi everyone, welcome to another video that I'm going to add to the series of moving from surviving to living. So the topic I'm going to talk about today is God on the throne? Is God still God? And I want to share this because in the past few years, this question was a question that I felt like God asked me, when I was in a position where I felt like people had closed doors in my faces, or they took away an opportunity for me. And I felt like the opportunity was along the lines of what I thought I wanted to do and what I thought me and God had said that I was going to do. And I really felt like, how can this person or these people not give me an opportunity? I felt robbed. I felt discriminated against. I felt used. And most of all, I was starting to feel bitter towards these people, because I felt like I had held my end of the bargain. I had done what I was supposed to do, and then they just decided that they were not going to give me this opportunity. And it was very hard for me because I felt like I had worked hard to get to this place, and I felt like this was where, this was what was supposed to happen, and that's how it was supposed to happen. And I had so much pain and heartache because of this. And it was really hard for me. And I was struggling and fighting, with God, asking him like, but I thought this was what we're supposed to do. Why are we here? How can these people take away this opportunity from me? I've been praying for this, been praying for this. We have so much faith for this. And then these people are just not going to give me the thing that I really believed. It's supposed to be for me. This opportunity is supposed to be for me. This door is supposed to be open for me. So God, what is happening? Why are they not doing it? Like now I'm bitter. Now I'm reporting them to God. Like they're not giving me what is supposed to be given to me. In fact, they're taking it a step further, and they're discriminating against me when they know very well that this opportunity should have been given to me. In fact, it's like they used me, and I began to be bitter, and that bitterness, and unforgiveness was heavy on me. And one of these days, as I was talking to God about it, a few years ago and a couple of years ago, and God is like, he basically took me down memory lane of all the opportunities that had opened up for me, all the things that I had done, that God had opened for me to do, all the things that God had given me in spaces that I, regularly I would feel like I didn't deserve, spaces that I felt like I didn't deserve. And God had put me in those spaces that, I most of the time I had nothing to do. I didn't have to do much, so to speak, for those doors to open for me. And God is like, but do you realize that I'm still the same God? I'm still the same God, the God that gave you all those opportunities and opened doors for you and made things easy for you when you were in the spaces I wanted you to go to, according to my plan for your life. I'm the same God. So he asked me a question. So are you saying that these people have the power and authority to override what God has said? I was like, what? He's like, are you saying that these people can say no when I have said yes? In as much as the situation may look like it is human created to work against you, have you considered that I am God and I sit on the throne? I am the King of Kings. I am the great I am. I am the power above any other power. Have you considered that I have said it's fine because it is working according to my plan? Because if it was not according to my plan, I am the great I am. I am the one who sits on the throne, and it would not happen. The only thing that is going to happen is the thing that God has said must happen. And the moment in life that you start to blame other people or become bitter towards other people because they closed a door on you, you start to remove God from the throne and you put those people on the throne, because you're now saying those people have more power and authority over your life, over the plans of your life, than God does. A lot of times we give normal, just regular human beings so much power over our lives, over God. We have put them in little altars, on little altars and thrones, to say that they have the power to stop a plan that the sovereign God has had for your life. There is no human being that has the power to cancel what God has said is yours. The only one that has that power is you. You are the only person that can speak and work against the plan that God has for your life. There is no other person that can come and do a thing to cancel what God has said must be. But what the enemy does is he wants you to be bitter towards those people because they closed the door in your face. Now you are bitter because you think they're responsible for you missing out on an opportunity, for you suffering from a heartbreak, from you not getting married. But you need to understand that that is the enemy's plan, to keep you bitter, to keep you with bitterness in your heart. And once you have bitterness in your heart, you are unable to experience the goodness of what God has for you. Because what God has for you is coming. But sometimes a door has to be closed, or a door has to be opened, or things have to be moved out of the way so that what God has for you can come. The enemy can't do anything about what God has for you. But what he can do is he can mess you up, so that you're so bitter, so angry, and keeping your eye on a human being that you have put on such an altar that you miss when God is actually doing what he intended to do. So today, all I have to share and what I wanted to share was my little experience and what I learned in the past few years, that sometimes you have to stop and ask yourself, is God on the throne? Is God still God? Because no human being has the power to say no when God has said yes, to close a door when God has already opened a door for your life. No human being has that power, because God is God and he sits on the throne. So that's all I have to share for today. Until next time, bye.